Yes. So only the image is there, but you have to do a couple of steps before you can make it active. Okay. So those steps, like you have to change little, the steps are created. Once that is done, what you have to do is you have to update the host file, and just exactly whatever is marked in yellow, you just have to copy and paste it, right? And then now you have to connect as Oracle user, and you have to start the database. So exactly whatever is there, you have to perform this activity. See, now the database is getting started. So it is actually an image. So the image is already available. You just have to start using it. Huh? So now you have to run the environment file. See, everything is readily available, and just that you need to do a few couple of steps. So here this step is to change the sysadmin password. I have changed the password. Yeah, then you need to release a port number called 8000. Okay, I will do that. We need to release a port 8000. So now there are some configuration steps. It is like it will take, like, for me 15-20 minutes it takes. Maybe 1-2 times if you try to do, you also become habited, but not more than within 1 hour we can make our entire system up. So whatever is marked in yellow, you just have to, as it is, you have to just the configuration steps. This is our database name. So it does some sort of configuration, and then runs the auto config for you. A lot of people, they do this because a lot of people don't have inventory. So if you want to do a fresh installation also, you can practice. You can provision a compute instance, and you can download the software, right? So you can download the software, and you can do the practice in everything. You can do in the cloud. If you don't have any machine, then everyone can use this. One of my student, is also, yeah, Vivek, you were asking same. Vivek, you there?
Yeah. I just late actually today joined. Yeah, I just joined.
Yeah. So yeah, Vivek, you were asking also, right? Like how we do
Yes,
this.
yes.
So I'm just I just covered those steps. I'll send the document also, so that
Okay.
you have created an account, right?
Yeah, I have created the account.
Yeah, you can. I'll share the document. You can follow the same steps, and whatever is the image you want, you can use it. Here I'm using 12.28.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to practice upgrade, okay, I want to practice an upgrade, then what you can do, you can have 12 to 8, 12 to 8 with 12102, and the 12102 you can upgrade to 19C, and 12 to 8 you can upgrade to 12 to 11 or 12 to 12. So everything has been covered. If you, okay, I want to practice, and I want to practice I want to practice installation, then you have a fresh compute instance. You have to provision a fresh compute instance, then you can start from the scratch. You have to enable the you have to enable the VNC on that, and you connect and you download the software. And the good thing is, your internet is not being used, because a lot of people, maybe you are having some internet issue to download some software. You directly, the internet of cloud will be used. When you download the software, it will be much faster also. So I'm just giving at a high level all of this. You can take it to whichever level you want.
Thank you.
One of our student is not there. He's also, we have used, like last month I created an account, I given an instance. He practiced the 19C 12 to 8, and he upgraded the database, and only upgraded the database only. Because in interviews normally they ask you, this upgrade, especially how did you do an upgrade from lower version to higher version. So unless you put hands on, you'll not be in a good position to answer it. right? So that's it. After that you okay, one of the thing is you need to release the ingress rule for 8000. I'll just share that command. So you go to public subnet, means firewall rules what you release. So anything, anytime you have anything, you just let me know. I can help you out. Okay. So here we just have to release because you're from the outside you want to access, right? So that's the reason why you have to release a port. You have to release this. This is a like anyone from any part of the world 0.0.0/0, and the port I want to release is 8000 because that is what is the web port. Okay, so that is one step what I need to. Second step is you identify the compute instance IP address and you have to make an entry in your host machine because you want to access it, right? You want to access the access and you want to use the forms and everything. So what you have to do, get the public IP address, and what you do, you go to host machine, C drive, Windows, System32, or drivers, etc, host file. Yeah, so this example is just my app's example. So this one you just have to release it. So now next is starting the services only. So I'll just show you, and then we can take it here. Making an entry. Okay, start apps. It will ask you. Okay, to start. So now you can access, you can practice. If you want to practice patching, you want to practice upgrade. That few things may be little new for you, like how to enable VNC and all. At that time, you can always ask me for your help, sir. How to access this VNC. I can help because literally I have 15, 16 certifications in cloud, so I can literally help you any especially on OCI. Right, and we have a couple of customers who have migrated from on-premises to OCI. Uh, One customer last month we moved to AWS. So these three areas are my Azure. Of course, I don't have any customers. Azure, I don't have any customers, but OCI and AWS, we have live customers. So if you have a live customers, your confidence will be, your confidence will be a little bit more, right? So that's what. See, if you have seen, what are the high level steps? One compartment, one VCN. Then from the marketplace, you take whichever image you want, and you perform couple of steps which are already documented. So then you start the services, make an entry in the etc host, make an entry in your host file, and you can access. You can whatever you want to do, you can perform. I'll just log in and then we can continue with our step. Is it clear? Anyone has any doubts? Right. So even like adding a node, those things also here, and there is a load balancer also, because in our the customer place where I work, they it's a two application, right? So in that case, we don't need to worry about that directly. There is something like a load balancer, a load balancer. So you create a load balancer, you add the two application tiers to that, then you can access from internet. So those things are all everything you can practice, especially if you have a cloud. And nowadays, people who don't have any knowledge on the cloud, you're almost outdated guy. I have to tell. Means people who are surviving, yeah, I don't say anything. But without any knowledge about cloud, it becomes very difficult for you to survive. Any one cloud you start, you start with any cloud, and OCI is little friendly for you. Start with OCI one thing, and then slowly after getting like 1 to 2 years experience, then you can go for other. Our work is same. See, once the customer migrates to the cloud, after that your work is same. The same patching. Today morning we had a maintenance activity on one of the customers. Same activity. we are adding the node, remove, everything is same. Only that instead of your applications in the on-premises, they are in the cloud. And normally, most of the places, everything is readily available. There will be an architect available who takes care of all of this activity. You just have to log in and do this. So Altaf, you are working, right? Altaf, one of our student is working
Yes, sir.
in cloud. He did a lift and shift. Yeah.
In cloud, sir, job is very safe.
Yeah. If you are in cloud, yeah,
I am a DBA. I am a DBA. I am a storage admin. I am a Linux admin.
correct.
I am a network admin.
Yeah, slowly. Yeah. So yeah, slowly you can pick up the same. Yeah. But once you come to the cloud, yes, you are adding the storage, load balancer, IPsec, connecting from on premises to cloud. Slowly, one by one, you pick up your skills. I've been teaching 4 years, and last year, last year we got a live client, and whatever I was teaching or I implemented a couple of customer places, but bits and pieces. At one place, everything was done, and I have to handle. But I wanted to do in and out, right from the scratch. Luckily, I got an opportunity for one customer where I had to do everything from the scratch, side arranges, creating the VCNs and load balancer, everything, whatever was taught, FSS, file system storage. So here there is also, especially for 2 application tier, we have shared applicant file system. So here we have something called file storage, FSS. So how to configure that, everything. It was very interesting stuff here. Whatever you do, mostly Linux administrator, slowly we do it. But yeah, as Altaf told, yes, we are one man. We will be handling the administration. But good thing is, since I know, I have to tell you, I don't know how many people agree with this, because I have had this sort of issue with my night shift. I mean, I didn't like night shift. So at one company, it was it was going too high. I don't want to this night shift, and they're putting, with my experience, I didn't like that. So the only way is I had to learn something new and get away from that particular job. Then what I had to do, I had to put 1 year effort, extreme effort, and clear like 10-15 certifications, Oracle certifications, and learn all the required knowledge. And when I joined the new company, I told I don't want night shift. Apart from that, you can do anything. And also I showed this is all my certificate. I'm an architect. So now they're not putting me, they have not put me in the night shifts. And of course, my little bit documentation skills are also very good. So I help them. Last week, as I told you, I was in auditing. So little bit of communication and all this architect related, if you have experience. So now what I do is I just go, we get a client, I get the requirements, I implement it, I hand it over to the my team. We have a 30-member team. Okay, then go to the next customer. Okay, do the lift and shift for 4 or 5 months, then hand it over to the relevant team. Anytime if they need if they need my help, I'll just come there. Otherwise, that's all. 4 or 5 customers I have. There is nobody who flexible, little bit of flexible timings I have. But the main things I whatever I wanted, I got. That I know I don't wanted to have this night shifts. The only thing is the thing is because I work so much hard, and that's the reason why I'm getting what I want. Yeah, if a lot of people, if you want to compare what I'm talking, yeah, you can compare. Right. So now, yeah, here, see, now you can access. See, it is connected. So you can do all of your practice here. sysadmin, I think capital letters, but in capital letter, small letter doesn't matter, but yeah, it matters. Right. So this is on the cloud, and everyone can access, actually, everyone can, access it. So once the activity is completed, it is charged hourly. Like, if I keep hourly, they may charge like two Singapore dollars. which is okay for me. So if at all, once my activity is completed, once this session, today's session is completed, what I do, I'll go to this, compute instance. Either I'll stop it or I'll terminate it. If I stop, they will only charge for the storage. If I terminate it, that's it. So yeah, so here what I do, if I want to stop the services, what I'll do, I'll go and stop the services. So then I'll be not charged for the compute instance, but for the storage they'll charge, but that is very minimal amount, very minimal thing. Okay, so that's pretty much how you can provision. All right. Okay. So this is the, yesterday we were continuing with this OAM, which is the last one of, there are totally 3 theories. Okay, and this is the first theory topic, which is the last topic is the OAM. So we'll cover this. Then we'll go for patching also. We'll just introduce for the patching today. Next week, full-fledged patching will complete. Okay. Yeah. So this is the topic what we need to cover today. All right. So all right, guys. So what you can do with the patching? I think a few days before, someone was asking me, what we can do. I think one of you who were asking about, sir, OEM. I'm interested. Devishis, I'm not sure who. Yeah. So what are the activities? What you can do here? You can, you can understand what is OEM. Huh?
Sir, OEM 13C install. Then after that we can put this EBS. So that's that's goal, sir. That's a good.
Yeah, I have implemented at my customer place. Even Shahzad has asked me that. Yeah, maybe at the end I'll cover that. Huh?
Yes. Thank you.
Right. Explain the benefits of OEM. Understand what the Oracle application pack. Okay, there is something like a pack. Also describe the basic features of OEM. Use license manager. In the license manager, you can register the products. You can register language. So after installation, if you want to register any products, you can do through the license manager. Those things you can do through OEM. Even in the OEM, you can also, main thing why I go for OEM is one for the one for the workflow configuration. Very important workflow configuration. And next one is license manager is very rare. License manager is very rare activity what you do. The other thing is for the auto config also. After running changing the environment very auto config. Okay, let me show live. Right. So how do you go to OAM? So you go to system administrator. And go to OAM and go to workflow. You know what? I'm accessing through mobile. My readme internet. I don't know what happened to my system, but glad with my mobile I'm connected, and I thought that how is the performance, but it's good, right? So mainly for the this particular activity, workflow, and other thing is the auto config. So there is something like application dashboard, and this is something like sitemap, right? You have a lot of things you do, but more than that, I just wanted to look where is that auto config. Okay. Sitemap, so this one auto config and the license manager what we'll be talking. So here basically, suppose if you want to change any of this auto config. So here, like in the application, you want to change. So you want to edit some parameters. So what you can do, you can go here, you can search. When auto config topic comes up, I'll tell you. We can search for the parameters and you can change it, and then you run auto config from the console. Sorry, not from the console, from the backend. So for that also you come here. So mainly, so that's that thing. Workflow configuration, you can work on it, and you can use the submit concurrent request also, but very rare. Even like if the concurrent manager issues are there, then also we go to, I think we go to performance. We go to performance and there maintenance. Last time I showed you application dashboard, performance. Not what I think it is maintenance. Diagnostics and repair. Yeah. So if suppose there is a problem with the workflow, the concurrent processing request, you can stop. You can stop and perform this concurrent managed recovery. Earlier days we used to use this, CMCTL. Yeah, we used to run this CMCTL, but now we don't do that. You can do the troubleshooting from this one. Okay, so these are some things, some of the activities what you can do, what you can do from this. So one of the things what in this topic they cover is that license manager. So you can see, if you want to see what are the licensed products, for example, if you want to see what are the licensed products, these are all the products which are licensed. And suppose if you want to see which are, this is licensed are 173 and shared is 2. Okay, so similarly, suppose tomorrow if you just want to add a language, for example, tomorrow you want to add some language, so here you can do that. You can edit and you can do that, adding a language. So those type of activities, see, suppose for example, I want to add Arabic for some, for any reason, so I have to come through this. So any new products of addition, anything you can come and you can perform this activity. Let me see if anything other thing is there, which is and yeah, you can see what are your, how many instances are running on the current machine, how many instances are running. So that way this OEM will be useful. So mainly for workflow mailer, for the licensed products, what are the licensed products, or tomorrow if you want to add a language, and also for for the, if concurrent request is having some issues, also you come to maintenance and perform these activities, and when auto config. Yeah.
You can change the port.
Yeah.
You can change.
Yeah. Changing the port will come under this auto config. If you want to change the port, so that will come under, you come to auto config. When auto config topic comes up, maybe I will show you. So, but basically what you do, you search for, you basically search for the web port, and you search for the web port, and whatever is the web port, suppose if you want to change it, then you search for the particular thing. You can do from the backend, but normally Oracle prefers you do from here. So now, for example, it is 8,000. So you want to make it 8,010. You do the changes. The advantage of doing from the console is any dependency variables are there, that also will get updated. So that's pretty much about about this OEM. These are the activities what you can do. Right. So with that, we'll come to the second theory topic. So totally there are three theory topics. After that, we have a lot of topics to do. But as I told you, first basic thing, all the things what I have to do. After that only we can go to. So I'll go to .2 student and theory. Yeah, totally there are three theory topics and one. Yeah, totally there are totally three theory topics and one activity guide. That all I'll be sharing you whenever. Yeah. So now we are coming to the second theory topic. So this is another like 300-400 pages. But first topic is we'll be covering the patching. So today we'll come to this patching. We'll try to understand, but it needs a complete complete session. So that will be the next week. So patching. Okay. So this is the topic for today. Very important topic. So till now, if you have seen, we just worked on only one topic, or we understood the architecture, and also we understood the file system, which is all required. So then we did the single node installation, 2-node installation. Now we are coming to the next major activity, that is the patching. Then the activity is auto config. Then the activity is cloning. If you know this four of them, you can easily handle any mission. Then later on upgrade, that all will come into advanced features. But at least these 4-5 activities you need to be very familiar. AD admin, AD utilities. AD utilities means AD admin, ADOP comes here. AD admin, and then comes auto config. So all this will are for the experienced people. So we'll just cover the high level things, and then next week I'll show you practically how to do this. Then we will upgrade also from 12 to 8 to 12 to 12. We'll also upgrade. I have already downloaded the software. So very interesting things will be coming from next week. So first, describe patch types, terminology, components, and creation. Understand the patching order. Identify the patching utilities. So what are the different types of patch types? So it could be a bug fix. So this is the common thing. So normally what happens is your functional people, they will be, they will be working. Yeah, they'll be working on in the front end, and there is some issue. Okay, some are issue they come. Some are issue they occur, or some error message they get it. So they open an SR, or you open an SR. So then you get a patch. Oracle says that they'll collect some information from you, and they'll say, oh, okay, you may have to apply this particular patch. So that way it starts. Then you apply the patch in the development. They see whether the issue is fixed. Then it goes to UAT. Then it goes to production. So like that, there are different types of patching. One is the bug fix, like add sometimes new features you may add. Sometimes you may have to upgrade. Release, that is comes under release update pack, right? Includes new functionality as well as cumulative bug fixes, and should be applied on a regular basis for best stability and performance. Then you may have to apply the CPU patches, every 3 months quarterly patches, right? Even at one of my customer places, we are planning to apply. Maybe I'll try to cover the topic. Interoperability patches. So interoperability patches means whenever you want to upgrade, for example, your database is 12C, you want to go to 19C. So whenever you're in 12C and I want to go to 19C, you should not run only DBUA just to upgrade. Apart from that, then you have to apply few patches. Before you can upgrade, you need to apply the patches. Those patches are called interoperability patches. Interoperability patches. So these are the different 5 types, and being an apps DBA, you cannot avoid these patches. So still there are some more patches. That is one of the diagnostic patches, translation patches. This is for the adding a language patches, pre-upgrade patches, documentation patches. So this all comes under different types. So terminology, a simple patch will be patch number. Like it starts with P like Peter, and some number .zip. You download it and you read the README file. Then you compile invalid objects, take a count of invalid objects. Then you apply the patch. After applying the patch, again you check what is the count of invalid objects. If both are same, then you can release it. If any difference of invalid objects is there, then you have to update your team or open an SR. Why there is an extra invalid object? So that is the process we normally follow. So sometimes you may have to upgrade the product release update pack. For a particular product, you may have to update from some level to another level. So those comes under this terminology. Or sometimes you may have to upgrade a family. So either you might upgrade a product. What is a product? Product is like something like AP, AR, GL, inventory. So those comes under product. What is a family? Like HRMS, Oracle Financials, Oracle Manufacturing. So sometimes you may have to update the product family. So that will be something like this one _PF. So or sometimes you have to upgrade. So sometimes you have to upgrade from one version to another version. For example, you want to upgrade from 12 to 8 to 12 to 12. So that is called the release update pack. Right. So there is something like we need to understand there is something like a code line A, code line B, and code line C. So after 11.5.10.2, that was the last version of 11.5.10. People who have worked in, they would have been knowing. So that was the last version. This was the last version of 11.9. After that, they came with R12, right? And the last version was R12.06. Okay. Then they came with R12.1. Okay. And the last version was R12.1.3. Okay. Then they came with R.12.2. And now I think the last version, the latest version is, I think 13 or 12, somewhere 13, 12, somewhere. Huh? So, so this one is called the naming convention. So this will be like code line A, code line A, code line B, code line C. So you need to understand that any patches you download, right? It will have a, it will have a C patches. If it is a C patches, you know that it is 12.2. If it is B patches, you know it is a 12.1. Just to understand that. Okay, so just once you download a patch, you can understand. You cannot apply a C patch on 12.1. If you try to apply, it will shout that there is. So that is what is the significance of code line A, code line B, code line C. So 12.2, as of now, it has gone to 12.13. I do not know sure how far they reach, but yeah. So that's pretty.
12.12, sir, not 13.
12. Okay. So
Yes,
that is what, that is what is our course. So we'll be going with 12.2.12. Right. So that is what. So also the patches, if you say A, if you are in 12.06, for example, everything, all the patches number will have, code level A to A.2, A.3, A.1. If you are in 12.13, when you download the patches, right, they will be like, B.1, B.2, like that. This is the code line. And if it is a code line C, if you are in 12.2, most of the patches will have C. So it is the code level C, So just an indication. Right. A simple example is like, you are here. For example, you are here. So the patch will have GL A.1, GL A.2. Okay. So that is how it will be there. Just a understanding, that's all, because we have to go deep onto this. Right. So then application database and technology stack RUPS. So application DBA and technology stack consists of suite of administration utilities that you have to use to maintain your Oracle EBS. So nobody will tell you to update these patches, but you need to apply these patches. Those are the AD and TXK patches. So those patches will update the, your AD utility. Suppose you apply AD, it will update the latest AD utilities. For example, yesterday when you installed 12.2, you didn't find this utility called ADOP. But once you come to 12.9 or 12.10, you will find this ADOP. How? Because you would have applied this AD and TXK patches. So at regular stages, they release this delta patches. So I'm thinking we were in Delta 12. I'm not sure. This last year I installed. So you always have to apply this Delta level patches. These are called Delta, or Oracle releases regular Delta patches to both AD and TXK patches, and strongly recommends that you apply them as and when they are released. So if I'm correct, I am in somewhere in 12 and 13. So in our course, I'll be covering how to apply those patches. Yeah, there is a separate documentation. As I always tell you, Oracle applications means everything goes with support. Everything goes with support. So normally when you download a patch, right, it will have all of these contents. It will have a README file, patch driver, code files, patch metadata, SQL file. So once you unzip it, you will find all of this information. Right? So it will be something like all releases of R12 will have some U and the patch number driver, which has to be applied. So this particular patch will have all the three C copies files, perform database updates like DML statements, and other thing is generate files. So any patch, right, it may copy, it may bring the latest files, it may do some updates, it may generate the files. So combining the actions of copy, database, and generate drivers is in a single file, single concerted driver. it comes under this. Long ago, normally you had separate, like people who have worked on 2002, 2000. I came from 2002, 2003. At that time, we used to have CDG patches, a separate patch, C driver patch, D driver patch, and G driver patch. So we have to apply all the three one at a time. But now, from 11.5.10 onwards, so they came up with this, U patch. It's called a unified driver patch. So you'll have a README file which you need to go through. You have to read the instructions, contains the patch application instructions. You'll have a metadata files, you have a code files, you have SQL scripts which will run to perform the updates. Right, every patch comes this, but how a particular patch has been created. So those are like almost 12 steps. Okay, there are almost 12 steps before a patch has been released by Oracle. How? So the biggest, the person who releases a customer. First, the customer reports the issue. Then the customer or Oracle support will open an SR. Then the support engineer will research the problem. Then support engineer notifies the customer of existing patch if it's available. They search their inventory and they will release the patch if the patch is available. Problem is logged as a bug if the patch does not exist. Then development research will issue and creates a new patch. Developer checks fixes in the local source control system. And development will register with, they have their own ARU system where they will register that a new patch has come. Patch is automatically ported to all the platforms like Windows, Linux, Solaris. Then development test patches in standard environments. Then patch is translated to other languages. So they have to port to all the platforms and also for all the languages. Then the patch is released to the customer. So totally there are 12 steps before a patch comes to a customer. So what is the patching order? When planning a patching strategy, make plans to apply patches in the following order. So apply the latest Oracle database patch sets updates and associated Oracle e-business interoperability patches that are listed by the e-business technology stack. So there is now from 12.2 onwards, you have this ETCC code checker. So you have to run on the database. It will give you a list of patches to be applied. You have to run on the application. You have to run, it will give you a list of patches, what patches are required on the Oracle forms, what patches are required for on the web server, WebLogic, so, and OHS. So it gives you all the patches and you apply. Right? When you're upgrading from 12.13 to 12.2, I'll be covering this topic. Upgrade all the technology stack components, apply the latest ADTXK patches, apply the latest release update pack. So this is the order. Still it is continuing. Apply the latest family packs, apply the latest security patches, apply the security interim patches. So all of these steps, totally 7 steps you follow to apply a patch. So where do you get all of these patches? The support. Anything you get from the support, you don't take your own decisions. To be safer side, you have to play a diplomatic game. A lot of people they take a lot of pressure on themselves instead of putting them on Oracle. If any issue comes up, open an SR and tell them that if anybody asks you, yes, we open an SR. SR Oracle is looking into that. Every day you put mail. Oracle has updated this one. So your managers or they only want whether you are updating them. If you don't update them, they are thinking that you have neglected it. You ignored it. Every day you tell, okay, Oracle is looking into that. Today they have released a patch. Okay, today we are applying this patch in the development instance. So like that, you make them busy and they have to know that, oh, this fellow is actively working. Don't keep some issue is there on our head. Any issues on our head, you have to, you should not keep it on. You should always throw the ball on the other side. That way you have to play a safe game. In a long run, it is good for you and for your health also. If you take pressures, then unnecessary issues are there. So you can search for a patch here and you can download, and opening an SR is talking to the Oracle folks. Also, is a skill that you can get from some experience. Sometimes you open an SR, they don't care. How do you approach them? When you open a Sev1, you get all useless people. So, but sometimes rarely you get a best person. So then you catch hold of him. So this all things, this all things you need to learn. It's an art actually. So any P1 issue, first open an SR. If you don't open an SR, then you are in trouble, because immediately your manager asks you, have you opened an SR? Yeah, yes. Yeah, we open an SR. Oh, this is some critical issue, and Oracle is also looking into that. Have you called them? So there is a 183 number also, Oracle support number. You can call them and you can escalate it. You can escalate it, and this is a, our entire production is down, right? Our Oracle, entire is down. So please help us. But you can, yeah. So this is a support number. Hopefully this is the one I'm putting in the chat session. Anytime you can call them and you can tell the SR number and you can escalate it. Otherwise, they also don't care. They also really don't worry. Even it is a production down, also they don't care unless you put the escalation, unless you put the you take it to the next level, right? So we have patching utilities are of two types. One is a command line, and one is also web-based patching utilities. We will see both of them. So command line utilities are ADOP, AD merge patch, patch application assistant, OPatch, and smart update for the WebLogic patches. But mostly we'll be using ADOP. These are all the Oracle home patches. These are all the WebLogic patches. So these are all the command line utility patches, right? So starting from 12.2, all patches are online patches. You can keep your system up and running and you can apply the patches. The traditional pre 12.2 method of applying patches will not work. From 12.2, patching is performed by running the ADOP online patching. Use the ADOP utility to execute the online patching cycle to apply the patches. The patching cycle has to be started. So also there is something called a merge patch. Only when Oracle says you merge. So instead of applying one patch at a time, you can merge 2 or 3 patches and you can apply the patches. Patch application assistant is just it can be run by ADMSIPL. Only when Oracle README file says you have to run it, it will only tell you what are the steps been completed and what are the pending steps. It basically gives you the instructions. OPatch is normally for the Oracle home, for Oracle HTTP server, for database, Oracle home, Oracle common, Oracle home, forms and reports, Oracle home. Only Oracle home. It is only for the Oracle home. So smart update is for the WebLogic. For the WebLogic server, you have a BSC utility. Using that, you can apply the patch on the WebLogic. And also there is a web-based patching utilities. You cannot apply the patches, but basically you can collect the information. You can collect information from OAM, applied patches. That's what I'm telling, right? From the OAM, you can collect what are the applied patches, file history, patch wizard, timing reports, register flag file, software update. So all this you can collect it. You cannot apply the patches, but it gives you a reporting things. Okay. So that's pretty much about this. But before we go, what I think, yeah, we can have a couple of time. So what you can do, we'll just try to understand the different steps, Okay, now since my activity is completed, actually I can terminate it. I just started it, so I will, because it's almost close to 1 hour, right? So what I do, because I don't want, because it's a paid account, right? So that's why what I do, I just go here and terminate it. I'm reviewing the boot volume, everything. I don't need to stop the services also, because I've decided to terminate. No patches can be reverted. Only through backups only you can revert it, right? See, now if you see, this is my paid account And if you see, there is no compute instances. I didn't kept any compute instances alive because it's my paid, right? If I right now I'm getting like hardly 500 600 rupees per month, which is okay, nothing big. I have for AWS also. For AWS also I have. There also I just get 200, 300 at any time. Why I've taken all these accounts and kept this? And any time I want to practice, at any time I want to practice, I can just open it and use it. They charge only for what you used. Initially I was thinking, oh man, oh that's a big thing. Oh, they will charge a lot of money. I cannot manage it. But I later on I thought, well, this is not a big, I can, I can, if at all I want to do analysis every day, I can do analysis, how much cost it's there every day. This is what even we do the customer side also. And if you are handling your own account, you can handle the client account much careful, because you always, how much money will happen. So you'll always will be worried. See, if you have seen from September 1st to September 23rd, hardly anything, Only on September 14th, I've used some, see, that is how much money also it shows. Hardly 0.4459, half a dollar. So for some practice, I would have used it, half a dollar. So like that, I'm just telling you, it is not a big thing. Everybody can own your own accounts. It is not a it's not like 500. I was worried actually. Oh, they may charge $500 per month, $600 per month, nothing. So I'm using from 3 months. You have seen, right, my subscription. Yeah, if you see from somewhere in the month of June I've taken. Till now I would have hardly paid. From June 21st I have taken. Right, and hardly I would have paid 500, 600, at the most 1,000 rupees I would have paid, not more than that. See, here I paid 26 cents. Here I paid 62 cents. So whenever I use, I pay. I'm just telling you, if at all you can afford it, it's not a big money. Okay. So before I end the session, I will take one interesting topic and then we will end. We have like half an hour. So how do you go with the patching cycle? What is the first step? So the patching cycle, next week, of course, we'll be covering. I always want, without seeing a book, I want to remember this command. So that's the reason I also, it's a practice. What is the first step you do? Anyone? What is the first step?
First,
Prepare.
prepare. First,
No, I go with,
first I do, sir.
no,
No,
I
first
go
I
with
do-
this.
First, I will go with AD Adobe Face Validate, sir.
No, no,
Okay.
this
Correct,
is
recommended.
good. FS clone is very good.
Yeah,
Prepare face, I'm stuck.
yeah. So first, normally I go with this prepare FS clone. It syncs both
Sir,
your FS1 and FS2, and if any
But,
custom,
sir, this is
yeah.
correct, sir. But if you tell them, interview, they will not ready, sir. If you tell the interview, they will not ready. Why you are going FS clone? Why you are not giving? Why you
Yeah,
are not following your
No, I know. But this will take off any custom changes, right? If you have to explain them, if any custom changes are there, those will be taken care if you run FS clone. And if you FS clone, if it is run successfully, prepare will take very less time. Okay, everyone try to remember these commands. It becomes very easy for you. So I normally see, that's the reason, without seeing the book, I try to use it, so that even when you are working at the company place also, you can without seeing the book, you can do. So patches, right? So you, then whatever the patches is there, you just have to give. So next is the apply patch. Then
And finalize cutover.
yeah, so then you do a finalize. So, and then is the cutover. At cutover, either you can do a abort if you want to abort all these patches, or you can do a cutover. Right, then last one is cleanup, right? So these are the different complete steps, complete steps of how you apply the patches, right? So you have at this point you can take it only. So this can be when the system is up and running. When system is up and running, all of these activities can be done. So suppose this one is taking 6 hours, this is taking 1 hour, 7 hours, this is taking like maybe 2-3 hours, so 11 hours. So almost 12 hours you're saving the 12 hours. You're almost saving the time because all of these steps can be done when the system is up and running. So then you take with the customer the cutover time. Bus, we are done. Everything is good. So now we want to do a cutover. So you at this point of time, you do a cutover. At this point of time, what will happen? Okay, we'll just try to understand. So we are almost done, but before we wind up, we'll just cover this. So there are dual file system. The system is having a dual file system. Okay, so this is a run file system. And for example, and this is the patch file system, right? So whatever you are applying the patches, right? So they will go here. They will go here. So whatever patches you are applying, they will go here, right? And all the users, the users will be, there is a user symbol also, huh? So the users will be logging into the users. Okay, the users will be using the run file system. So now, when you do a cutover, right? What will happen? They will swap, So they will swap. So this will, this will become, this will become patch, and this will become run. So they swap the roles when you do a cutover, and the middle tier has been bounced at this point of time. So there is a users will be logged out when you do a cutover, right? So what happens is middle tier will be bounced, and patch will become run will become patch. So now what will happen is all the latest patches, you can get it here at the run and the run file system. Then again, next cycle again it starts. So next time after 2-3 months again you start, you want to apply them. Again you need to follow these patches. There is another mode called, when you can keep the entire application down and apply the patches. What is that mode? Anyone? Maintenance mode. What? Some mode is there.
Downtime.
Downtime mode. Okay. So that one you can. So that one you can it will directly applies. It directly works on the run file system, and so I think mode is equal to. Oh.
Yes, mode.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, so there's another mode called, which we'll be covering in the theory, but the apply mode is equal to downtime, right? So this one, so you can also apply, you can also do like everything in one stage also, but it's not recommended. But if you want, you can do everything if you are very confident, you can do everything in one line. And what is this apply mode is equal to downtime? Like this will directly will be applied on the this will directly apply on the run file system. So for this, your entire application should be down. And only when Oracle says you have to follow this, right? And this is normally for a very big patches. Normally, if you are going from 12 to 12, at that time Oracle says, you make it apply mode is called downtime, and you apply the patches, right? So
Long
that
running patches.
Yeah, this
Long
is
running.
yeah, this is like a hot patch. Actually, you can tell like this is like a hot patch. Right, guys. So that's pretty much. So next week we will work on patching, if possible, auto config. But yeah, we will see. Yeah. Any queries you guys are having?
Sir, when
Otherwise-
we apply the patch, is left on patch cycle system. We need to run the empty patch cycle system. Then we move to FS1. This is okay.
Yeah. See, sometimes we do this empty, they call it empty patching cycle. So in that, there is no apply actually. There is no apply. So like you just want sometimes, right? We just want to know whether the patching cycle is good or not. So we follow this process: FS clone, prepare, finalize, cut over, cleanup. So then what will happen is FS1 will become, FS1 will become FS2, and FS2 will become FS1. So that way, why we do is we just want to see whether the entire patching cycle is good or not. We do at couple of customer places. We perform this patch. It's called an empty patching cycle. We don't want any surprises. So that's the reason. Maybe, see, for example, we migrated from lift and shift from on-premises to cloud. So after moving, immediately we want to test whether the empty cycle is running or not. It so happened that at one of the customer places we didn't tested it. After 1 month, when the patching cycle started, everything had an issues. So 4 months, 4-5 months, we couldn't apply any patches. So that's the reason sometimes it is good to run this empty patching cycle. Okay, so that's all I have. Anything you want, you send me email. Any help either on cloud or on premises, anything you have query, you always send a mail. I also send the 12 to dump. You can, people who are having issues downloading, you can download and you can start working on it. Huh? That's pretty much what I have for today, and we'll catch up next week. Okay, na? Chalo then, bye. Bye guys.